Hey Pisces, how you doing? This is Jamie. We are actually going to check in for January 2024. We do have Clover. You probably can see her in the bottom corner saying g'day. I've got two totally different candles out. Those that are celebrating right now and living in the hot summer, I've got your poolside pink flamingo candle. And then for us in the cooler weather, I've got the winter bloom. So it's an interesting contrast in the smells, but I plan to have some fun with it. So we're going to look at your January 2024, see what's going on, Pisces. We'll look at the past, how it's pertaining to the present energies. We'll look at the current situation, the influence, and then the potential outcome here, and kind of what's transpiring. If there's like a turkey here right now, and then we'll dive in where we need to dive into, but we'll do a thorough reading to see how we can support you throughout January and prepare you to kick butt, do amazing things, and support your journey. All right, to get started, we're going to use the Energy Oracle deck to see the main themes going on right now. Clover, can I ask you to move, my love? Thank you. All right. Give her a little butt tap. All right, so let's have a look at, the energies. Okay, there's a lot to say, but it's looking good. Okay. So what we're seeing here, Pisces, initially we've got Angel of Love. So this is sitting in the energy of how the past is relating to the present. We've got Daughter Spirit, the Thinking Man, Hostilities, and Victory. So just looking at this in kind of the theme that we can anticipate here over January, it's letting us know that there's something here that had deep meaning, deep care for you, that you looked at this situation with just unconditionally in whatever respect that was. But I also feel a big part of it where I just have a feeling there might be have had some things you've needed to let go, or some things have changed. And a part of that change is also recognizing that you've got to put yourself first, that you've got to take care of yourself in a new way to be able to nurture the best sides of yourself to really move forward and ahead in January 2024. Just like the year in a fresh way, that you've got more of a stride, more confidence, and more love. And it's interesting, the word self-respect, because I'm not saying that you never respected yourself. Please know that. But I think there's a part of you that let go certain bits and pieces that because you cared so much. But when you probably look at it, it maybe have been a little bit disjointed in regards to your values and your morals and how, what you want to expect or receive, just in terms of what, I think just human nature, we have our standards, right? And I think there's a part of it that you might have lowered the bar a little bit here and there to satisfy others and leaving yourself behind, letting go of your own power in certain situations. So I'm seeing this kind of transform. There's some understanding or some lesson that I feel is being understood more and more deeply about yourself, which I really, really like, because this is very powerful energy. As you're moving into the current situation, Door to Spirit, interesting energy to show up in the current space. So when we do look at this, Pisces, what I anticipate here is that perhaps where you're going, what you're doing, you're really seeking guidance right now, trying to understand where you're meant to be exactly, what you're meant to go deep in. I think there's a lot of spiritual connection that you're trying to lean into to understand. Because while you have some form of vision and dream and goal within yourself, I still think that you're looking for more signs, more guidance, because you're not truly in a place that you want to be. You know that it's coming, but you know right now that there's a little bit more that you're seeking. And like I said, I think there's a part of you trying to really connect into spirit and what that is and what that looks like for you. You may be finding too that you're having a little bit, maybe even lucid dreams, deeper sleeps that you know it's been nice, but at the same time, you don't know. It's like if you're a vivid dreamer normally, the depth of sleep, it's like you enjoy sleeping because you get to have the vivid dreams. But I think you're going to have some sleeping moments where it's so deep that you don't remember, but you're at peace. Interesting thing, I know, but I feel like there's something more happening here that will uncover throughout January, because some of you might say, I have had the shittiest sleep over the last how many weeks, and I normally sleep really, really well. I feel you'll be coming out of that if that has been the case. With the thinking man, in terms of the influence, this is air energy showing up here. Yeah, there's this, I don't know if this is you or someone that you're dealing with here, Pisces, but I can see the depth here of trying to uncover something, trying to learn something, trying to understand something. And it's kind of, whatever this is, I feel like it's hurting the brain a little bit. That's what I'm getting here. We're going to dive deeper on what this is. I do feel like this might be someone sharing a lot of their thoughts, their feelings, all the things, and it's a lot for you to take on. And because they're doing that, it's kind of impacting you and your mindset as well. But we're going to dive in deeper on what this is, because this is an interesting energy, but I'm getting, my head hurts, just to let you know, as I connect into this energy in the way that someone is really thinking about something. And I don't know if they're communicating what they're thinking, but it's just like really, it's a bit uncomfortable, okay? Then we're moving into the potential outcome here. Remember, free will is at play. Take what resonates, let go what's not yours or what you don't want to manifest, importantly. And let's, rewrite the story that you want. In saying that, we've got hostility showing up and victory. So to me, that's also letting you know, whatever challenges that you've been experiencing, whether it's from someone, whether it's your own self, knowing where to go, what to do as you're stepping forward here, that's going to come to an end, those challenges or those hostilities here. And you're going to get to a place where you finally feel you made it, you did it, and you got to this next goal or next chapter that you've really been seeking. And like I said, I think you worry along the way, which is natural. Right, trying to find answers, trying to find the right way to do something. Are you meant to be in a certain place or not? But I'm seeing that as you move through this, through January, you're going to get to a place that you're going to be very, very satisfied with here, Pisces. All right, so we're going to dive in deeper and see what else we need to know here. So let's have a look at the Angel of Love and what we need to know. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so this is showing up as marriage, as one of the energies. So this could be, an energy that at some point in time that you, and probably still deeply care about, had depth for you, had meaning for you, believing it was built on a solid foundation, or, that's what you step forward in, right? Like we talked about these morals and values that you had, being on the same page as someone, giving each other the same, stepping up to each other in the same way. There was something here that had great depth that you, I think, unconditionally felt, believed in, whatever this may be here for you, Pisces. But there's something more to the story here. And I can hear you saying, oh yes, there is, Jamie. So let's see what this is about. And what else we need to know here. All right, what do we need to know about this marriage energy? So we've got Muse of Emotions. We've got the Two of Materials. And then we have the Temperance energy. So it seems like there was something, or there is something right now that, like I said, had a lot of depth, had a lot of meaning here, especially with the Muse of Emotions, but it found itself quite unbalanced. Maybe someone wasn't giving as much to another. Maybe someone was giving other places. But maybe a key part here of your journey right now is figuring out how to bring things back into peace, into balance, but also recognizing this is about patience and timing and trusting in the process on whatever this situation has you are seeing or experiencing right now, Pisces, because I feel a part of this, there's a lot more to this story. Let's get a couple more and see what else we need to know. Yeah, there's something here that you feel is still to learn or still to uncover. I'm going to see if I can do the cards this way. Okay, that works, right? Yeah, I'm feeling here that there's still more to uncover regarding this connection or this, I'm going to say connection. Whatever this dynamic is for you, there's something that you're very connected to spiritually, emotionally, in many ways here that you're connected. And this could be literally a marriage. I'm just feeling like there's more to come. I feel like there's timing that's involved here because this is the showing up as past energy. Just be mindful that timelines can be different here, Pisces. But I'm just getting some sense here that something is just, it's weird because I can see so much love and so much care, but then I just see something like unbalanced or someone was trying to take on too much and couldn't handle it. And a part of not being able to handle it, something happened here, okay? And I feel whatever this is, there's still a lot of care, a lot of effort. But again, it's like with time, things need to figure itself out. What else do we need to know here with this temperance energy? So I've got the 7 of inspiration showing up. What else do we need to know here with the priestess? Okay. That gives us a bit more of a story. One more. Okay. This is what I feel was happening, Pisces, and I'm just going to show you. So what I see has transpired, whether this has been like super recent or on the brink of, or whatever this may be, this is something that I think is fairly recent, not like something from ages ago, just to let you know. But in saying that, I feel like whatever was unbalanced here, I think someone felt like they can just wait and things will figure itself out. But amongst it, intuitively, you knew something wasn't right. And this could be vice versa energy. What I feel has happened regarding this connection or situation, even with all the love and even with all the care here, that someone finally made a decision or got super defensive in their position around something and decided to go on their own. But as they've gone on their own, they're still very much attached or connected to this 10 of materials. So we've got 9 of materials to 10 of materials. So maybe there's some belief here, Pisces, that what has ever transpired or that you're experiencing right now, that there's still the potential of being connected. Someone may be emotionally unavailable. I'll get the right word out right now from this situation. But I feel, again, this is something that has happened. I still feel like there's a strong connection, a strong attachment here to the 10 of materials, being like, even though there might be someone that's gone on their own, which, you know, puts you in a place of separation or some kind, I kind of feel that that's what needed to happen if there's any hope of bringing this back to the 10 of materials energy. And the reason for this is because you knew intuitively something was unbalanced. It needed time, it needed space. But in addition to that, I think there was a lot of defensiveness that was showing up. And I think someone had really strong boundaries and the other person couldn't seem to put up boundaries purely because the other person may not have let them. There's just a lot of energy that's going on there. And I just don't think it's the end of that story, whatever that story is. So let's have a look at door to spirit and what you need to know so we can kind of see where this 2024 is taking us. It's giving us 2 cards. We have got family room and main male. So when we connect into this energy, I don't know if this is the person that you're dealing with right now, but it is around something around the home place. We can see this 21 equals 3. Again, I feel like this is what things have been built on, where the conversations would happen. I feel like someone is sitting on their own here in this space, like it's like I can see someone on this lounge in a little bit of sadness of what's kind of happened regarding a connection or regarding the loss of someone. You might be praying or trying to reach out to someone right now to really help you on where to go and what to do next. Amongst it though, please I don't think this is like, I think these are waves of moments that happen. This is not just someone sitting there the whole time doing that. I mean, hey, maybe someone is, but I don't feel that's what is happening. What I feel is that there's these waves and moments that this happens, that you really like, you're speaking to God, you're speaking to spirit, you're speaking like to help you get through this, whatever this is, wherever this needs to go. And as much as there may be hope or idea of something working out, I think it's just trusting that things are going to work out either which way. But I still feel as part of this, you're trying to get some understanding around a situation, because I don't feel that you really understand what's going on. You're trying to understand fully what's going on, but you also know that you need to take care of yourself in the process, because if you don't, that you're not setting yourself up for success for whatever has happened or changed. Or if you want something to heal, the best gift you can give yourself is to focus on you, right? At the end of the day. But let's see where this is taking us. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. So someone seems like they've moved away from this with this energy showing up. You've got the strength energy and then the 8 of emotions. Again, this could be you moving away, someone else moving away, but I feel like whatever this is, you have to, at the end of the day, if someone is leaving or you're choosing to leave, you have to muster up some courage. You have to muster up the confidence to go do what you need to do to make it happen, right? It's not thinking about it. This is actual movement that I feel. But amongst the movement, I think both parties, both energies are very connected here, emotionally, spiritually. You know, I feel very intertwined energy. You're both feeling and experiencing the same thing, right? Whether someone has already picked up and moved or shifted or gone somewhere else, or like I said, is emotionally disconnected, I feel like still that you know you have to also make a change if this is you, Pisces, because whatever's happened is you need to take care of you. And that's just what I keep hearing. It's like you need to take care of you. So we've got the 3 of materials and the 8 of voices. So with this energy, there's a part here of, again, I still feel, can you still build on this? Can this be rebuilt? Can this start on a solid foundation again? And this is really worrying someone or stressing someone out here, it seems. But I also feel with these 8 energies that there's change. There's just change coming. And this change coming is moving to a better place. A part of it too, I feel here, Pisces, is being gentle on yourself with your thoughts, because I know, no matter the situation, whether you leave someone or someone leaves you, because of the dynamic or whatever happened, whether it's a person, a job, a situation, there's still this part of these questions, or you sometimes get stuck in this fight or flight mode or freeze mode on what you should be doing. And I feel like that could be what's happening right now, is like you make progress and like, okay, I got this, I'm going to deal with this. I just got to do what I got to do. And then there's moments, like I said, sitting on this couch and going, please God, help me. What do I need to do? I'm just worried about this and I'm worried about that. Like, what do I need to do? And I think there's this part of you going through a lot of different emotions as you're experiencing this. So 2 of inspiration, 6 of voices, and justice. This is beautiful wherever you end up going with this, because what we do see in the current energy, which I feel like, as you really start rocking in January, it's like you're starting to make plans here. You see that by sitting still or not really taking steps forward, that's not going to help you. So I start to see you here going, okay, you know what? I'm taking this one day at a time and one step at a time, and I'm doing things, and I might feel alone on my journey, but you know what? I've got this. I'm okay. I can do what I need to do to create that vision for my life and that dream that I've got. And, whether this is going on or not for this time of year, meaning whether it was happening in November or whether it's happening in January, the same thing needs to apply in retrospect to, you got to make plans for yourself. It just happens to be a new year, a clean slate for some of you, if you like to look at it like that. But it's making plans for what is next for you, Pisces. Because whatever this 6 of Swords energy is, or 6 of Voices as it says, to me this is also about exploration. And exploration because, you know what, when you're going to explore, or when you're going to a new destination, it's kind of like it's all new. And a part of that all new, you kind of end up going with the flow in some regard, right? Because you got to navigate it and figure it out on the way. But it gives you also this sense of peace, because it's not all these other things on top that you have to take with you. So I feel a part of this is that you're leaving the heavy energy or the challenging energy behind. And with justice showing up here, this is really getting honest, I think, with yourself or the truth of the situation, but also understanding too that you're coming into balance in your own. And it's interesting with this justice energy, it's like something's cracked open, okay? And I feel like this is a part of yourself that's awakening to new possibilities and new opportunities with what you've uncovered and what you've learned. Because sometimes, I think with anything that happens, there's always layers to it. And I feel like there's some layer or some part of yourself that you're shedding here as you're moving forward to, in terms of whatever this is. So this is really positive and powerful energy for you. It's like you've chosen a path, you've got the clarity, maybe you've got some closure that you need, but you've given it to yourself, and you're just doing what you need to do to make these next things happen in your life that feel good to you, that feel right to you. That's part of your truth, right? And again, I get these energies are going to flow in and out, but you're setting yourself up for really great things here. The thinking man, what do we need to know? We've got courtship showing up with the thinking man. So let's just get some more here, because I don't know. Maybe there's someone new coming in. Maybe there's someone knocking on your door again. What do we need to know here? Thank you, Spirit. What do we need to know for our Pisces? Yeah. I had a feeling this was going to pop up, the 9 of Voices. What else do we need to know here? Okay, you've got the Page of Emotions, the Queen of Inspiration, and the Lovers with the 9 of Voices. Thinking man and courtship. So what I feel is happening here, Pisces, even if you're the one choosing to move on and choosing to do your thing and whatever else, there's still now this energy of someone coming in to your space. And whether this is someone new or someone that you've kind of separated from for a period of time, this is the showing of someone potentially opening up, or someone wanting to get close to you, right? They want to get to know you. And if this is the existing energy that's showing up, if some of you, I feel this is new, but for whatever this existing energy is, there's also this part here of okay, how do we get to slowly reconcile? And to do that, it's like you start again, to get to know each other again, just to test the waters, to see how each other's feeling, whatever it might be. But this is kind of a lot for you. I can see that you're not even sure if that's what you want to do here. Because you've had to heal. You've had to step away. You've had to reprogram your mind in a new direction because of what's happened, right? And because that's a big thing. It's like you have to make up your mind at the end of the day, or you've made up your mind to go a certain place or go a certain direction. So what I see is happening here is that someone's expressing interest in you, could be communicating how they feel, coming towards you. In addition to that, they acknowledge, and this is what I love, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to think about this. Wherever you're at in your life, at some point when you have split with someone, or, something has come to an end, or something pretty hard hit you, there's going to be a point in time that you dip, because it hurts on the heart. Some people are really good at just going and working out and doing all these things. I'm not exactly that person for me. I don't know how you are. But what I find is overall, what happens is that we find this light, and pick ourselves up. And a part of picking ourselves up, it's like we start taking really good care of ourselves because we know that there's nothing else around to take care of. Maybe there's kids and our career and all those things, and that's great. But there's a different part of you that needs that fire lit. And doing certain things get you feeling really good about yourself. So you take extra care and put extra effort in, especially if you go dating again or meet up with someone again. You are like, yeah, I got this, watch me kind of thing. And this is a part of your own self-confidence that I feel like you start stepping into in, the early weeks of January, if you're in a little bit of like hiatus for a connection or a relationship, or want to put yourself out there to date again, whatever this might be. What I'm just seeing is that you're like stepping up. You're like, sexy, I'm sexy and I know it, and you're owning it, right? That's kind of the song I'm hearing. And along with this, though, is now this choice. And I can see this is a lot for you that you're feeling on what to do with this choice, what to do with this decision, what to do here. Let's see what else is coming up here. Yeah. So now someone's paying attention. It's always the way, but this is a good thing. So we've got the Knight of Voices, the Six of Inspiration, and the Hierophant energy. So, I do think someone's going to express here how they feel about you. And this is part of the influential energy here of what's happening. I don't know if they're just kind of coming out of nowhere, even through your own struggles, but then you having the strength to do what you need to do and keep moving forward, to recognizing, well, I guess it's just not here, and this is what I'm doing, and this is the path that I'm going. And then someone, again, knocking on your door, Pisces. I think you've had a few knocks. And amongst this, someone wants to communicate with you about how they feel, about commitment. And you know what? I think you just feel really good about this. Even if you don't know where you want to be or what you want to do with this, you're feeling good about it because you're finally, I think intuitively know amongst all this that may have happened or the challenges that you had experienced with this connection or dynamic, I think you've always known in your heart that this person's going to come back around, but you also know in yourself that whatever happens is that you've got to pick yourself up and move forward. And it gets to a point that as much as you can unconditionally love and unconditionally show up and keep doing what you need to do, even when things are hard, even when things are challenging, at the end of the day, like I said, when you make up your mind about something, because you give all, like you find blood in that stone that has no blood. Like, you know what I mean? Like you keep pouring what you need to pour in, even if there's nothing left to pour, you find a way. And then you recognize going, hang on, what am I doing here? What am I doing? If this person is really now showing me and now doing this, what am I doing? So I think you, like I said, you're picking yourself up and you've made that decision in your head, even though it hurts in your heart. You've got to keep moving forward and build your strength and start feeling really good about yourself and kind of fuck them and fuck this. And at the same time, it's like, you know what? I wish you the best. At the same time, no, I don't wish you the best, but I wish you the best. You know, you're going through all these polarizing emotions, and that's understandable. And then you get to this place where you're finally feeling good. And when I mean finally feeling good, you know, I just think of it, you know, when you first get the first blow, the first week is really hard. Maybe the second week is really hard, but then things start feeling lighter. Things start easing up, and you just feel a little bit more self-control and a little bit more self-care and a little bit more like, oh my gosh, I'm so independent. Look at me go, you know? And that's what I feel is happening. And now, like I said, this knock, and it's like, what? I'm feeling really good about myself. I don't want to go back to feeling what I felt before. That was hard. But you also know that there's a commitment here. You also know that there's intimacy. You also know, like, for some of you, you're married, right? Do you really want to throw your marriage away? Some of you can say, hell yeah. Okay. I don't know the situation at hand, only you do. But what I feel is you're finally being recognized and seen for who you are. And I just feel like whatever this situation or this person, like, it might be just a little bit too late. What do you reckon, Pisces? Let me know in the comments below how you're feeling about this. But I can see a decision or a choice. I can see a significant connection. I can see the love there and the opportunity to try and work towards this. For some of you, this might be new energy. And a part of this new energy, I do still feel that you aren't ready, even if it does show up. I think you might like it, but I don't think you're ready. To be honest, just from the thinking man energy and the Nine of Voices energy, it's showing me that it's more stressful, more impactful than it is supportive. But in saying that, there's nothing wrong with someone kind of, showing you the love and showing you that they care and being interested. Maybe have fun with it. But at the same time, I'm just not sure if that's going to support you. Okay, so interesting. Change, main female. Family room, main male. So we can see a divine counterpart here. We've also got the marriage card and the courtship card. This is very much about a relationship. In saying that, we've also got hostilities and victory. So I don't know if you end up moving, Pisces, or going a whole new direction. There's some change that you're making in your life that's going to be maybe surprising for this person. But let's see where this takes us and what we need to know. Okay, so first card we've got out is Seven of Voices. And then we've got the Five of Voices. So you guys might end up having some form of conflict here around what's happened, because, some of you might feel betrayed. Some of you may feel like you were let down, that things weren't honest and could have been dealt with better. What you saw and what you experienced, you weren't expecting it. And I think someone wants to come back around. You might be arguing over this, kind of like replaying a bit of a cycle of what happened. But what I do see is that amongst even the conflict and the challenge here, that someone wants to talk about it to kind of drop the swords here, okay? Also, because they had a wake-up call. And I don't know if you're going to trust this wake-up call. But what I do see that came out is the sun energy. So let's see where this takes us. Let's get a few more. What else do we need to know? Yeah. So someone wants to balance something out here with you, Pisces, with this Six of Materials. Someone wants to put in the effort. Someone wants to work on this. Someone wants to balance this out. And, coming from a place of the bumpy, harsh truth, but a fresh start. What else do we need to know about this sun energy? What else do we need to know about this sun energy? So I've got death energy and the hermit card. Because I still think there's something in question here of, is this over? Do you want this to be over? Do you want this fresh start and fresh beginning? But I think, again, there's a part of you that might take time out here to really assess what this is. What do we need to know about the victory energy? Thank you, Spirit. The victory energy. We've got 3 of emotions. So this is talking about reconciliation. We've got the Magician, the 4 of Voices, and the 2 of Voices. I can just see here that even, like I said, even though you may be happy this opportunity comes up and comes in and something that maybe you've been wanting to manifest, I still see here that, and then we've got sirens. Maybe that's a part of it, you know, the warning signs that you had, and also in question here is like, okay, I've succeeded here. Something's come back around. There's an opportunity for a fresh start and fresh beginning. But is that what I really want? And I think you might take some time out to really assess if that's what you want. What else do we need to know here? You know what? I'm going to get one more deck just to get some final on here, and then I'll get some last messages. The victory card, we've got the 6 of Pentacles. What else do we need to know? Okay, it's given us a lot, but let's have a look. We've got the Sun energy again. We've got the Hanged Man, the Ace of Wands, and the 3 of Cups. You know, I can see amongst this that something is shining a light on here. And again, your sacrifice, you're contemplating what this new beginning really looks like. But also with this 3 of Cups energy, what else do we need to know with this 3 of Cups energy? I'm not taking that one. What do we need to know about this 3 of Cups energy? Queen of Cups. Yeah, again, I think reconciliation is very promising on the cards here, or the opportunity or intention to, whether this is you or them. But I still feel here that you're really looking at what you've been through, what you've hurt, what you've sacrificed, and what the bigger picture looks like here. As much as, you know, this idea or this exciting idea or opportunity to reconnect is something that I think your heart desires, I think there's still a lot of feeling on whether or not you can give this, because the Queen of Cups is very much this angel of love energy, very nurturing, very loving, on solid ground, you know. So let's get some final messages for you, Pisces, and what you need to know as we wrap up January 2024. So for a lot of you, this is around, you know, love, connections, new opportunities here. So let's see what Spirit has for final messages for Pisces. We've got your dreams need a practical plan. And I'm going to tell you what that's about in a second. Expect powerful change. A win-win outcome is forecast. And then confidence is your key to success. So when I step into this, Pisces, your dreams need a practical plan. I feel like this is the part of you and your life that whatever has changed or transpired early on or in the past, most recently, that it's making new plans for yourself. And amongst the hurt, amongst maybe the excitement even, because I think there's a lot of different emotions that may be going on here. It's, you know, putting a plan in place so you've got something to work towards. Like, even if it's a day-by-day thing, but having a longer-term or a shorter-term plan. I don't want to say longer-term plan, but maybe it is a longer-term plan for whatever this change is. That's going to be, I think, really helpful for you as you move through this. With the new moon eclipse energy, expect powerful change. You know, I think there's going to, like I said, I think there's things going to show up unexpectedly. I think there's going to be, you know, situations that you find yourself in that you never thought would happen. Does that even say would even happen? Sometimes adding too many words. That's okay. Further to that, we've got a win-win outcome is forecast, which is this justice energy. We have the justice energy on the table here, which again is whatever hostilities, whatever someone wants to talk about, whatever someone wants to come in to balance out and make things work again. We can see that you guys potentially here can get on the same page. Whether some of you are just going to choose to keep walking your own path and not re-engage, but it still may give you that closure, knowing that you loved and gave you all. And yes, it's great that they came back around, but you're really good at moving on and wish them the best. In addition, for some of you, I think there's this slow moving energy, because things don't just change overnight, of being able to work on and heal this and work towards it, because that's potentially what you wanted. Each person's going to have their own scenario of what is, true to their heart, congruent with themselves and their morals and values and all those things. And then we see confidence is your key to success. And what I feel this is about is, in addition to your dreams, need a practical plan. These changes that you're making for yourself, loving yourself, respecting yourself in a whole new way, and having, just, I think, really wonderful outlook on life, even amongst the bumpiness. That being confident, that's where you end up attracting all this awesome coming on in. And we can see there's lots of things. People want to present things to you. People want to show up for you. People are giving you the attention that you seek here. We can see all this happening. Maybe if someone, wants to say, hey, I want to take you on a date, Pisces. I mean, maybe they won't even say it that way. They'll kind of be, hey, do you want to just grab a drink at the bar, or do you want to grab a bite to eat? Something flirty and casual, and maybe you might not think much of it, but I do see that, with all of this, whatever you've got next on in view, personal, career-wise, whatever that is, confidence is what's going to take you to this next level. And I see that really powerful for you throughout January. So, you know what, Pisces, have fun with it. Keep believing in yourself. Keep trusting in yourself. You show up really strong here in your trust and in your movement forward. And be okay to feel, and be okay to pick yourself up. And remember that you're a freaking badass and you can do amazing things. You're very sexy. You're very attractive. You've got all the smarts going on. You got this. Wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, you've got this. Wishing you an awesome January. Obviously, I catch you most days anyway, so love that you're here. If you feel connected, please like and subscribe so we can stay in touch, and I'll connect soon. Bye now.